Hi everyone, my name is Santi Rasvita Purba. I would like to share my opinion about how we can prevent barriers in effective communication so that our communication can be clearer and more effective. First, communication is the process of sharing information, ideas, and feelings with other people. We use communication in our daily life when we talk with our friends, family, lecturers, and classmates. Through communication, people can understand each other, share opinions, and solve problems together. Because of that, good communication is very important in building good relationship with others. However, communication doesn't always go smoothly. Sometimes there are communication barriers that make the message difficult to understand. Communication barriers are things that interrupt the communication process and cause misunderstanding between the speaker and the listener, like language differences, environmental distraction, and emotional problems, and poor listening. If we are not aware of these barriers, communication may not be effective and the message may be misunderstood. To prevent language barriers, we should try to use simple and clear words when we speak. Sometimes people use difficult vocabulary or complicated sentences, and this can make the listener confused. For example, when someone explains something using a very technical or complex words, the listener may not understand the message clearly. Because of that, it is better to explain ideas in a simple word and speak clearly. We can also ask the listener if they understand our message to make sure the communication is successful. Second, we should try to avoid environmental distraction. Environmental distraction are things around us that disturb communication, like noise, loud music, or people talking at the same time. For example, if we try to have a conversation in a very place, it will be difficult for us to hear each other. This can cause misunderstanding because we may not hear the message clearly. To prevent this barrier, we should choose a quiet and comfortable place when we want to communicate, especially when we want to discuss something important. Third, we should also control our emotion during communication. Sometimes people communicate when they feel angry, stressed, or upset. When emotions are too strong, people may think without thinking carefully. This can hurt other people's feelings and create conflict. To prevent this problem, it is important to stay calm and think before speaking. When we communicate with passion and respect, the conversation becomes more positive and effective. Another important Another important barrier in communication is poor listening. Communication is not only about speaking, but also about listening carefully to others. Sometimes people focus too much on expressing their own opinions and forget to listen to the speaker. When someone interrupts a conversation or doesn't pay attention, the message may not be fully understood. To prevent this barrier, we should practice active listening. This means paying attention to the speaker, not interrupting, and trying to understand what they are saying. Next, we should also respect other people's opinions in communication. Sometimes people have different ideas, background, and perspective. If we do not respect these differences, communication may become uncomfortable or lead to arguments. By being open minded and respectful, we can create a better communication environment where everyone feels comfortable and sharing their ideas. In conclusion, communication barriers can make communication less effective and may cause misunderstanding. However, we can prevent these barriers by using simple language, avoiding environmental distraction, controlling our emotion, practicing good listening, and respecting other people's opinions. By doing these things, we can build clearer, more positive, and more effective communication in our daily life. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this explanation helped us understand how to prevent barriers in effective communication.